Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where tonight I went through the drive-thru at Taco Bell, and holy smokers, they've got a new drink that uses a candy that came out in the late 1980s called Airheads, and this is the Taco Bell Airheads White Mystery Freeze. Much like Frozen Surge, this is going back to something for those who grew up in the 90s, and taking that and combining it into a frozen drink. And I don't fully understand how this works. There's something on the sign that says they change the flavor every few hours, and then there's a lot of mystery around the mystery white flavor going back to when it was just available in the candy form. So I really have no idea what this is, and so that's going to be part of the excitement and adventure here. And I have no... You'd think you might get a candy aroma, but there's nothing coming out. This is not usually the cup that they serve these in. They usually have that open top dome on there. So we're just going to have to go ahead and see how it tastes. That really is a mystery flavor. There's something of a fruit element to it, but there's also a very, with fruit you tend to get more of a tangy, sweet flavor, like a berry or orange. But there's also this very, almost like a candy, but a cream filling type flavor that's right in the middle of that. I'm used to dealing with mindless people. It just means I have to do all the thinking. Now you've got 90 minutes to tell me where that skeleton key is, or you're gonna wake up tomorrow as a mannequin at Men's Warehouse. Tell me what the... You're interrupting an important business meeting for a taste test? A taste test? Tastes like rhubarb, kumquat, sarsaparilla and sassafras, blackstrap, applejack, and scissor. So take it from me, the new face of hip-hop. That hits the spot. Hits the spot. Hits the spot. Woo! Well, this really is a mystery flavor. The only way I can describe it is it tastes like pink lemonade combined with a little bit of cotton candy and with the cream filling of one of those old Brock's thing that was like a roll-up caramel around a cream filling, mostly fairly sweet, a little bit of a tangy or bitterness present in there, but it's definitely a good flavor. I enjoy drinking it. I like the flavor. I can't tell you what it is exactly. Perhaps we should be troubled by that, but I think it's a great concept, particularly if every time, let's say, you go twice a day, and you're going to get a different one each time. I think the novelty that you're going to remember, just like you remembered having the candy when you were a kid, now you remember having been part of this mystery flavor experience. And it's also interesting that we're now getting to the point where people who were kids in the 80s, the late 80s and 90s are now considered old enough that they're marketing back to you again, and you can pretend to be an old man. You used to walk 10 miles to school every day. So I'm going to go ahead and give this the flavor and the concept definitely 5 stars, and they ought to do more of these kind of things with the drinks. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how much it cost or how much the county council greedily took in tax, because there was no receipt, but we know there's no mystery that we are going to get ripped off with the county council taking their tax every time. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.